Alright, you lot, Call of Duty fanboys are out here screaming victory, but only thing they're dominating is last gen matchmaking queue. Meanwhile, Battlefield 6 just slapped Redsec on table and rocketed past them like Warzone were running on a potato. If you're still arguing about console supremacy in 2025, you've already lost. Let's get into it. It's truth no one at Activision wants to admit. Call of Duty's numbers are cooked. Not fake, just bloated, fluffed, padded like a used car salesman's resume. That Call of Duty HQ player count, it lumps Black Ops 6 in with Warzone. Mobile accounts, your nan's Xbox 360, and bloke who accidentally downloaded it last week thinking it were Fortnite. Meanwhile, Battlefield 6 just did one thing no one expected. It rose from bloody ashes and stomped charts. Why? Redsec, free-to-play battle royale bolted on that works. Yeah, EA finally did something smart. They stopped chasing COD and instead built their own monster. Steam charts? Battlefield 6 is king. Xbox and PlayStation? Battlefield's top 3. That's not hype, reality. And don't get it twisted, this ain't proof for console dominance. This is Steam players carrying weight while console kiddies click heads on Roblox. Battlefield 6 ain't even on last gen, and it's still out-selling, out-playing, and out-lasting Black Ops 6. COD's numbers rely on clinging to PS4 like a comfort blanket. Fanboys keep screeching, "But look at engagement!" Yeah, let's look. Look at what happens when you remove Warzone. When you separate free installs from actual interest. When you admit that bulk of that player count is built on hand-me-down consoles and free-to-play lootouts. Black Ops 6 didn't flop, it drowned. In fact, they're already making changes to Black Ops 7 says it all. Activision knows it. Fanboys know it. Battlefield 6 didn't just win, it exports live. COD's on live support, Steam just pulled plug. Former Bungie dev Chris Sides came out swinging, moaning about people calling Marathon an extraction shooter. According to him, that label's dumb and unhelpful. His example? Helldivers 2. That's where I nearly headbutted my monitor. Mate, Helldivers 2 ain't an extraction shooter. Neither's Destiny 2. They're looter shooters. Drop in, blow stuff up, over up gear, then leave. Sure you extract, but that's like saying every platform has a climbing simulator cause you press jump. It's not presence or a mechanic, it's what mechanic means to game. Extraction shooters escape from Tarkov, DMZ, Cycle, they revolve around risk. You die, you lose everything. You don't extract, you get fisted back system and sent to unbroke. That's not a flavour, that's all damn recipe. And here's Twisted Knife. Chris is right about genre names being based on mechanics. But guess what? They always were. First person shooter is just a perspective and a gun. Third person action adventure, same. Platformers, you jump. Racing games, you drive. It's all mechanics. What, should we rename Halo to Interstellar Super Soldier Epic with political undertones and alien cannibalism? No one's saying that in a search bar. So if game is built around extraction, and dying means you lose everything, it's an extraction shooter. If it's just running missions and hoarding loot, it's a looter shooter. The fact that this even needs explaining shows how far up their own genre taxonomy some devs really are. Call it what it is. Stop trying to be clever. And for God's sake, stop pretending Helldivers is in the same league as Tarkov. One gives you a medal for killing bugs, other gives you PTSD and a loot bill. Johan's time's out. After 13 years at Ubisoft, man's had enough of corporate sludge and has launched his own gig. Quality Time Studio. Small team, Lower Saxony, Germany, building prototypes and mentoring new devs. And honestly, good on him. We need more folks ditching AAA hamster wheel and actually making things that don't come with 10 layers of monetization bloat. Here's a bit that makes me lean in. Mate, can you buy back some of Ubisoft's dead IPs? I'm not talking Assassin's Creed. You can keep that walking simulator. I mean Forgotten Greats, Splinter Cell, Prince of Persia before art style got dropped in a blender. Driver, bring back stuff Ubisoft left to rot while chasing NFTs and battle passes no one asked for. Time's new studio says it's all about deep mechanics, fresh universes and fun systems. That's opposite of what Ubisoft's been vomiting at for the last 5 years. They've been stuck in an open world rinse cycle since Far Cry 3. Now one of their own is doing opposite. That's a red flag for Ubisoft. So here's my pitch. Johans, take your indie studio, scoop up scraps, and Gears versions we never got. Make Splinter Cell scary again. Make Prince of Persia fast again. Hell, just make a game that don't have a mini-map size of Wales. You've got talent, now get IPs before Ubisoft puts them in blockchain bin. You remember the logo? Acclaim stamped across Mortal Kombat, Double Dragon and Turok. It screamed 90s arcade violence and console chaos. And now in 2025, it's back. Kinda. Alex Joseph revived name, but not legacy. Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam, Turok, mostly licensed. Rest? Scattered or overpriced. He admits it, they're talking to stakeholders. But most of IPs either locked down or not worth chasing. So why Acclaim? Because Joseph's a PR shark, ex-graffiti games, runs on cheese, wine and 18-hour days. He picked Acclaim for brand power. One word, instant clout. Not to chase nostalgia, but to give indies a platform with a name people remember. And it shows. No stunts, no gravestone ads, just games like Tossdown and Talaka. PC first, small budget, offbeat. He's not betting farm, he's backing late stage devs and weird projects no one else should touch. And while there's talk of maybe acquiring old IP, Joseph makes it clear that's not goal. He wants new games, new voices, and partnerships that last longer than a marketing cycle. So this into resurrection, it's a repurposing. Acclaim name might trigger nostalgia, but it's not selling it. It's building something new on bones that old. And if it works, maybe it doesn't need Turok after all. Right, let's start with a proper nod. Shout out to comicbook.com for actually landing an exclusive that matters. They sat down with Troy Baker, man who's practically vocal cords of modern gaming, and got first real confirmation he's working with Naughty Dog again. This time on the new IP, Intergalactic, Heretic Prophet. Now here's good bit. Baker's tight-lipped, as always. Reconfirm what we've all suspected. This ain't just another Last of Us or Uncharted. It's a full-blown high-concept sci-fi story. Fresh characters, new world, and he's involved. So naturally, that should be exciting news, right? Wrong. Because as soon as lead character were revealed female, black, and shaved head, anti-woke brigade swarmed like flies to warm shite. Every other comment online screaming, "What trash?" like that means out anymore. It's an original story with original characters, from a studio known for actual storytelling. And that's what sets them off? Let's get this right. Tati Gabrielle is playing lead. Some of you probably only know her from memes or trailer thumbnails. But for those of us paying attention, she's a proper actor. 100, Uncharted, Last of Us. She's set to play Jade in Mortal Kombat 2. She's got range, presence. Yeah, I'll say it. She looks part. She's not some plastic Hollywood clone. She's got sharpness, character, proper face that tells stories without dialogue. Criticism ain't about aesthetic or writing. It's not about lore or gameplay. It's racism in cosplay. And I'm sick of pretending it's something else. People calling this game woke haven't seen a secondary. They just saw a black woman on screen and had an aneurysm. Meanwhile, Baker's in, Druckmann's behind it. Naughty Dog clearly ain't playing it safe. That's part people should be talking about, not crying into the monster cans cause protagonists don't look like a COD operator or Tomb Raider reboot number 47. Intergalactic Heretic Prophet could be brilliant, or it could be a flop. But until we actually see it down game, slagging it off cause it stars someone with melanin and a brain is just bigotry and game attacks. If that makes you uncomfortable? Good, it should. And that's your gaming Hellwire. Console warriors crying, genre purists are forming, and half the internet's just got exposed for being soft as pudding. Like, subscribe and all that bollocks? Drop your comments and questions below, unless you're still mad about a woman having a lead role in 2025. Then go back to your cave and polish your KD and cry about pixels. Everyone else, I'll see you next time, you magnificent.